Good.
Yeah, we've reached a
We can promote our show coming
happy
up.
zero.
Next week we'll have a lot to talk
God
about.
damn it. Yes, we will. Yeah.
We'll have experiences to recount.
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 These are the words we're looking for. God damn it! There it goes. Now it's working. Now everything. Now what's that? The God's in His high house and what's that one? You know that
Man
phrase?
plans and God laughs.
That's not it.
What is it?
It's something.
God's in His high house.
It's like yeah. It's supposed to be like it's a phrase that means everything is as it should be. Everything is perfect.
God's in the house and we're in the mud.
That's it. No,
man's
no.
in the man's in the mud.
Man's made of
mud.
mud.
Man's slopping around in the mud, slipping, slopping,
Man,
spelling
mud.
his juices, his snot, his cum, and his poop is all mixed up into this. It's like a big
summertime
human
slurry.
Oh, it's a special at Dairy Queen. The mudslide, Dairy Queen's mudslide.
It's the red,
Have
white,
a taste
and blue
of it.
mudslide.
Would you ever go to Dairy Queen for a burger?
Hell no.
I see commercials.
I don't
for
go there for anything.
No, I don't even go there for their ice cream.
No.
I'm not sure. Well, they're one rank below the top, so
What?
they're not king. It's not the Dairy King.
Yeah,
Dairy
right.
Queen.
Well, exactly right. Yeah, they're...
Which is fine. I mean, if it's in the chess world, then it trumps the king position. But
yeah, it's true. It's true.
Dairy Queen. I don't know. It's just I don't think anyone I know goes to Dairy Queen. I keep seeing commercials for them, and I'm like, how are you still open? Like, who's
saw the commercials? Yeah, people are like, oh yeah, we
who's
haven't been there
going
in a long time. It's the nagging kids, I think. They're like, I want to go to Dairy
Give
Queen.
me ice cream.
Yeah.
I want a Blizzard.
Or old people that get a good senior discount there. That's
Mhm.
probably part of it too.
It's kind of like the Perkins of fast food.
Yeah, I think it's
almost.
an elderly mosquito trap. You know, like the
Yeah.
lanterns you hang
Yeah.
outside in the summer.
There's like
Bug
electric
zappers.
Bug zappers. That's right.
Mhm. Yeah, it's just going to catch them and drain their Social Security.
Oh,
Right.
it's-
and don't worry, because the
it's-
Sundays are bottomless.
yeah.
You
It's
know?
like a casino.
Exactly
That's
right.
exactly what
Yeah.
it is. The casino is an old person bug zapper. It's full of
Yeah,
lights.
It is.
It
just
sounds. It draws
in.
them all in. They stay in there
and
and
they're trapped.
They don't leave.
They're trapped in there.
They
Yeah.
don't know what time of day it is.
They don't know where
They
they
intentionally
are.
don't have clocks. They intentionally don't have windows.
Mhm.
It's
It's
engineered.
all psyop.
Why do we allow that?
Thanks, Obama. That's all I have to
It's
say.
all him.
Thanks, Obama.
You know what's funny? I don't think Obama even has a criminal record,
No.
like at all.
No.
I don't think he's. I'm not sure about this, but like,
No.
it's funny that people want to say he's a criminal. If Obama being black avoided any criminal charges,
Yeah.
you know it wasn't some kind of privilege.
Right. Yeah.
So,
well, like that's a good example because we were talking about, I think before the recording started here, for for you guys, nobody who's viewing,
right.
but that like the whole that with when the president is acting within their job,
Mhm.
they're immune to prosecution. So
I
like,
can do whatever I want as long as
like,
I'm behind my desk.
Obama like murdered a bunch of people.
Oh yeah. He's a
So-
war criminal.
right,
If he
so-
wasn't the president,
Right. Yes. Exactly. Yeah.
he's dropping bombs
Yeah,
galore.
Yeah. Well, it's more drone strikes.
Is he like the reason? Is he partly the reason why a certain somebody has those mental issues with their work? All the carpet bombing and genocidal death.
I'm lost.
That's all right. We'll talk about that.
Talk
off
about-
mic. I can't. I'm trying to creatively weave it in here without saying
Oh,
specifics.
Okay. Well, you
Forget it.
can always tell me during the intro
Forget
tape
it.
because that's quiet.
Yeah. I love there's this video, I don't know if I ever sent it to you. It's this guy on this plane and he's like, 2 glasses of milk, please. And as the stewardess is coming, and she's like, what? And he's like, 2 glasses of milk, please. And she's like, we don't have milk, we have juices, soda. He's like, you have a Diet Coke? She's like, Diet Coke? No, we have, or Diet Pepsi. She's like, we have Diet Coke. He's like, okay, I'll do one of those. And she's like, $4. And he goes, forget it. His soul just gets completely sucked out of his body from that point.
$4,
He
yeah.
starts off as a prank. By the end, defeat, utter defeat.
Just complete. He's retreating. Immediate retreat.
I love it. It's a summary for how I feel about every exchange I have in
That's
life.
right. There you go. That's it.
Mhm.
Well, let's get the show started.
Yeah.
Before
Let's kick it off because
see here,
the
everybody.
value is equal to
It's
0, no
going-
matter on either side of the intro. So
well, it goes down downhill real fast, but it happens in a way of like the marble goes all the way to the bottom, and then it ramps up the other side, and then it comes back down again. It's like a perpetual falling. That's what our show is. It's a perpetual downward
You're trapped
momentum.
in that space where
It's a downdraft. That was another one of those unexplained things that I was watching on the Plex. That there's this one spot, what is it? The Arizona Triangle, I think it is. And it's because there's downdrafts because of the mountain range that's there and the desert that's on the other side. So it creates such heat coming in, and then all the cold coming off of the mountains. It creates a spiral in the air that puts downward pressure. And when planes, if they're not flying high enough, they'll get pushed downward really hard, really fast. They'll lose altitude, and then they're fucked.
It's God's fly swatter.
Yep,
Slam
exactly
those
what
fuckers into the ground.
So that's basically what we're dealing with.
Jesus.
That's our show. That is our show. It's God's fly swatter.
Falling down, straight down, straight
on down we go.
Please have your attention. I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story. And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen. Yay! And then wait. What does that do? Did that blow your mind? That just happened.
This corner weighing in at 180 pounds.
Darkness, everybody!
You've got a dirty, whorish mouth.
A fucking amateur. Am I wrong? No. Am I wrong? Yeah. Okay, then. Hail to the king, baby.
Oh, fuck it, dude. Let's go bold.
You tell anyone about this, I'll fucking kill you. I'm kidding. We're coming back by tonight. Okay?
Everybody, welcome to another episode of the Kickstart with Matt
and Matt.
And here we are, everybody. We've made it. We've made it to the faded, heated, celluloid-filled weekend of VHS Fest. It's time.
It's coming up.
It's coming up this weekend. We're ready for it. Everybody's excited. We're getting everything together. We've got our chairs. Matt and I both have new chairs.
Brand new chairs. Gotta have shade.
And naturally, as fate would have it, we have identical chairs.
I believe so. It didn't come in yet. It'll be here tomorrow, but
we'll see.
It looks just like the one I ordered.
I definitely have an additional feature that you did not order. So I have an additional umbrella that attaches to my chair. So that I can stretch my legs out and not get sunburned if I want.
You could be full vampire out
I could be full vampire. I guess it's got the side flaps. You have side flaps on yours?
Yeah. Yep. Side flaps.
It's the same thing. So, and I'm very excited about all this. It's going to be wonderful. And the best part is that little thing, it swivels that out. So if somebody needs a little shade for a little bit, I can provide extra shade.
Yeah.
It's good. I got a first aid kit. I got a mini first aid kit just in case the other one's
smart.
too big. And
Matt is very prepared.
Yeah, I try and have everything.
Honestly, there's a lot of instances where, and I can give an example even, but a lot of instances where if Matt's around and something goes wrong, he's like, "I got you.
Yeah,
I got you. I can fix that." For instance, I wasn't even here because I left, but Greg locked himself out of his car at one of our practices in the beginning of this year.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd left practice already, but I heard about this, that you, of course, you have the tools
Don't worry.
to break into a car.
I'll get you.
So, yeah, like you would just happen to have all the necessary tools to make it happen.
That's the ticket. It's all about being prepared. And that's
He's a medic.
That's right. I'm a man in the field. And speaking of men in the field, Juan is in fucking Greece right now.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. That's
He's
awesome.
all the way over there. He landed a little while ago. He's over there. He said he already said hi to Aphrodite for me. I told him to say hi to the gods. And it's
that's so cool.
I just so happened, I was like, Juan, I wonder what it's like where John Stamos came from, And Juan said, I don't know, Matt. I'm not sure. You know what? You guys are important. I got you.
I'll find out.
I'm flying to Greece. I'll fly to Greece next Tuesday. And find out. I'll be your reporter in the field to let you know what's going on. And he did that on his dime.
I think I'm pretty sure he's told me about that he was heading off on this trip like earlier on, like that he was planning an out of the country trip.
You're saying he lied to me? Is that what it is?
No. I think he was. I think he already wanted to get his visas and things together. Just in case.
The things that Juan told me were lies.
No. He got his passport all renewed.
Oh, I see.
to be
prepared.
prepared.
Yeah, he was prepared because he knew that the whole Beach Boys tour was coming around
was-
again, and it
he
would
was
probably come up in the
waiting.
news. Juan keeps his finger on the pulse. That's the important
He
thing.
does. Whatever's
know?
going on in Greece is important and of note, which is why he's there.
And so important that we don't even know about it yet.
Juan's giving the thumbs down in the Roman
That-
Coliseum
he is,
nearby.
he is,
First
yep.
he's coming in and he's like dead,
Yes, that's right.
and then he did. I did see he shaved his head,
Yeah, yeah,
which,
it was
which he does,
too
in,
hot.
you know.
yeah.
But I'd say like I see he probably does it like annually.
Well, that helps the plane get the grease faster
Mhm,
too. It's
yeah.
less drag. You know, that's important.
Much
It's
quicker.
important too. It's important to do
Aerodynamic.
your part because you don't want to be the one guy with the carrot top floating in the wind,
Mm-mm.
holding the whole thing. Sorry, folks. We're going to hit a whole lot of turbulence the whole way there because somebody decided not to buzz up before we got on the plane.
You son of a bitch!
You know,
We got Bozo the Clown up here.
it's written in big letters on the back of your ticket. Nobody ever flips a ticket over. They always just read the front. All they care about is where they're standing in line.
That's right.
So they're all selfish.
A7.
Selfish. Bingo. Yeah. So that's a very exciting thing. Can't wait
That's
to hear about all those exciting adventures. But over in that part of the world, conveniently a little bit further east,
Mhm.
In Italy, the Pope excommunicated. I think he was a bishop or something like that.
I thought you were going to
because-
say executed. That would be fucking sweet.
It's
God, they
like,
should make him do
I am
executions.
tired
I'm
of
gonna tell you
waiting for
something.
God to take care of this.
God works through me.
That's right.
I hear his voice. His voice
that's
says,
right.
"Kill."
That's-
I would love. I would love it if we gave the same as a society. I mean, I know not America doesn't have anything
Yeah.
to do with this, but we as a society gave the Roman Catholic Church the same kind of just autonomy and sovereignty
They
that
have it.
we fucking give Amish people around here, where
Oh.
we're like, oh yeah, do whatever weird little customs you want to do. Go ahead and do them. You can ride horses in the middle of our roads.
Yeah.
And you can use electric things, but you can build your houses without it.
Right.
And then you can also ride in cars, even though you don't believe in them. It's just, I'm telling you, it is the most obscene, obnoxious bullshit. And these people also, by the way, like just hoard, they just make money in every which way.
Yeah. Well, why not? I
Just
mean,
hoard it.
It's all about
But they
increasing.
don't want to acknowledge
thread
that
count.
there's better ways, right? Like that, not just their culture or their life, but they're just like, they remain like willfully ignorant about certain things. Like,
Well, yeah, of course,
Like-
because anything that's a stick, they're already in trouble. They're like, we got to be careful what we go standing up against. Let's make sure it's a popular thing.
yeah,
You know.
it's anyways. We let them do all manner of bullshit. I think that we should let the Pope execute his.
I think he should be
his
the only
minions.
one allowed to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah.
put a guillotine in there in the Vatican.
Whatever. However he
him-
wants to
let
give
him
him a
have at it.
sword,
Oh,
garrote
sword
sword
would be s-
whatever.
Oh man,
whatever.
God,
I mean,
televised.
I mean, he's the Pope for God's sake.
Yeah.
He runs an entire country.
he's God's appointed leader.
That's right.
He
That's
is
right.
appointed by the will of God.
That's right.
he's
He's
allowed
the
to do
heir
what
of
he
Saint
wants.
Peter. Yeah, he holds the key. But yeah,
Police.
so the guy that the Pope executed, he was
Yeah.
a Trump-loving ultra conservative,
Okay,
and the Pope kept telling him that
just tone it down, buddy,
like-
will you?
like we need to stand behind the message of Jesus, not behind any man. And
Yeah.
he kept going,
Except me.
and so finally, yeah, he's like, but listen, you motherfucker, I'm going to chop your goddamn head off with a piece of garrote wire. I'm
The
working on
hypocrisy of that
I'm
statement.
working on sharp glass. I'm trying to figure out how to get that to work right. But we're really gonna make a mess of this.
I'm gonna launch a pane of glass at you
That's
with
it.
such velocity, like in The Omen, where your head's just gonna
Yep,
go
Paint a glass
spinning
gun.
off of
That's
it.
right. Absolutely.
A
right.
gun
Yeah.
that shoots panes of glass, stained glass gun.
It's like I had the little Ninja Turtle with the pizza shooter, when I was a kid, and I really loved that as a weapon.
Oh
so I
man,
just wanted to make something that shoots panes of glass.
this is what the Vatican needs: a
Yeah.
weapons department.
Yes.
They need autonomy for the Pope to decide on people's life and death.
This is perfect. Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't that long ago people were doing we're still doing executions.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Oh yeah.
why
happens
is it?
all the time?
Isn't God's law even more sacred than
It
like
should be.
man's
It
law?
should hold even more weight. That's
and we're just arbitrarily killing people.
that's
going,
what the Pope
yeah,
has to say.
you committed enough crimes.
Mhm,
Just
mhm.
just interchange crime and sin.
Yep.
Boom.
There you are. That's right. And then put a little extra in the offering plate.
That's
That's
right.
the important part. You got to do
Just
that.
pad the pockets. a
Got
little
to
bit.
got to keep them nice and puffy,
Grease
nice and
these
soft.
palms.
That's right. It's time to keep them greasy. But speaking of greasy, McDonald's is this week they're rebranding the Happy Meal the meal.
What?
Because it's
The
mental,
meal?
it's Mental Health Awareness Week. You know, and so
What is this bullshit?
you know, because if there's
Call it
one,
the
if there's
sad
one
meal.
thing that people with poor mental health love, it's when something changes all of a sudden
Yeah.
that they've held on to for their entire childhood.
Let's remove the word happy
Yeah,
from people's lips.
exactly right.
Let's keep them from saying it now.
Well, I guess really what it is, McDonald's is taking the happiness from people's lives long enough that they're like, all right, we get it. We're taking it out. It's just the meal.
Yeah, it's
My child
Your
will have
only
the meal.
they'll have the meal that we can afford, which is of course devoid of nutrition
That's right.
and also $20 now.
That's right. That's how you do it.
Isn't it all insanely expensive? I think that there's
Yeah,
like
yeah. Oh, yeah,
a
it's ridiculous.
$5 menu now instead of a $1 menu.
Oh yeah.
In 2019, I was like subsisting off of McDonald's for a period of time.
Sure.
I was trying to get myself like my finances together a little bit.
Uh-huh.
And I really couldn't afford, luxurious expenditures. So my food took a hit.
Right.
I was surviving on McDonald's for like a few months.
Yeah.
Where I would eat I would eat my lunch for like $2,
Mhm.
and then like dinner would be like $4 or $5. So I was
Mhm.
able to eat for around like $10 a day or something like that.
Sure. There you go.
Probably not. It wasn't definitely the healthiest thing. I wouldn't recommend it.
No, that's not something
Uh,
you want to subsist on
it's a
for
survival
long time,
thing.
especially later in life.
Yeah.
You know, you want
Oh,
to
no.
try and do that on the early
No.
side when you're still resilient, springy.
Mhm.
You know, all the organs, they don't shrivel up and die. They bounce back
There
a lot
wasn't-
faster.
To be fair, there wasn't anything happy about the meals. Besides
Never-
the
no,
fact that
exactly right.
I wasn't dying, which was good.
They got the point.
But yeah, I mean, I don't think that it's a good idea to just. Also, look, I always felt like it was fucking some kind of a prank that they were playing on all their customers for them to say. It's so silly to say Happy Meal. I feel like a
Yeah.
dumbass when I say,
The
"Can I
kids.
have a Happy Meal?"
Are you ordering a Happy Meal?
No, I'm just saying. If you're forced to say it though. It's just so odd.
You're forced.
Because I mean, you can't order anything else.
Say it.
Come on.
Say it. Oh. Yeah, no, they. I think the whole idea is they were trying to create a title that would appeal to children. Like, you want to be happy, right, kids? Well, eat the meal that'll make you happy because it is a toy.
We know your home life's not
Which
happy.
one? Exactly right. Do you want the boy or they only have the boy one? Do you want the Happy Meal or not?
That's the stand they should be taking.
Yeah.
They should be removing the genderization of
I
the
think they did
kids'
that a while
toys.
ago.
Okay, that's good. That's good for
They
them as
did
a
that around the
business.
same time they made like applesauce or something like that as an option.
Yeah, they're like, we got salads now, and they're even less calorically dense
don't-
because
don't
they're
wor-
just wet. It's just like lettuce.
Don't worry, they're air sealed in a particular refrigerator that keeps them at homeostasis constantly. So they never
like-
go bad.
for decades.
That's it. Yeah, they never go bad. It's only once we pull them out of this device that the solar waves that we've managed to capture through our McDonald's exclusive satellites.
All those arches.
The oil is expensive to continue to buy, but luckily solar radiation is great at getting that French fry gunk out of our oil.
Ugh.
And so we can recycle that all day long. And the gunk goes right into the milkshakes.
That's why the machines are never working. They're always
That's
clogged
right,
up.
they're
So much gunk. There is like black junk in those, like
yeah.
on and around those machines. If you ever
Yeah,
look,
it's real bad.
it's gross.
It's real bad. It's mold. It has to-
it's like
mold.
thick ass mold.
Yeah, it's not good.
Ugh.
It's behind the silicone though. They put the silicone over top of it, so you're
Yeah.
really looking at it through a window. So it's perfectly safe.
Yeah.
That's all you really need to remember is that it's perfectly safe for you
Just
to
to
ingest
have
this
it look
mold.
good enough.
That's right. It just
That's it.
needs. It just needs.
just to convince you.
Right. It
it's
just
like
needs a
it's-
little bit of life, a
it's
little bit of
magic
life that I
tricks.
could. Right. Exactly. It's all about stretching it out as far as you can
Mm.
with everything.
So they're just calling it the meal.
Just the meal. Yeah, it's just
Whatever.
for just this week, and then they're going to go back. Well, maybe they might test the waters. They might have a fabulous return.
They
on
should just go all out and call it the sad meal.
the sad meal, right? The whatever you're
For
feeling
sadness,
meal.
depression awareness.
Yes, however you are is fine meal.
I do feel like there is an unavoidable intersection between people struggling with their mental health and people going to McDonald's. So
yeah, sure. Well, it's open 24
I
hours.
don't
so.
think that right now is a time for them, or ever is a time for them to just suddenly say, "Oh, we should become overly aware."
Yeah.
You
this
should
is the
be.
time.
You should have been aware of this for about 30 or 40 or maybe even 50
This
fucking
is the
years.
No, you can't have time off. Keep working.
You think these machines are going to run them? You think the gunk is going to drip into the machine all by itself?
Who's going to have them? Who's going to make these milkshakes?
I need the gunk scooper.
That's right.
That's you. We haven't made a machine to do this yet. Now scoop the gunk and stop asking for time
That's
off.
right. There's a whole busload of kids coming in. They're going to want a lot of milkshakes.
Get the gunk machine.
Yeah.
Fire it up. Fire up the gunk machine.
Oh, I don't care if the battery's dead. Get on the treadmill. You know where it is. It's in the back closet. Come
We don't want them going to Dairy Queen.
wheel it up. That's exactly right. We got competition to deal with here. Do you really want to not get paid for all this work you've been doing recently?
I would just as a joke go to Dairy Queen just to try their food,
Yeah.
but I don't. I don't even
Tell
feel
your
like it's
waiter,
worth it.
I'm here on a lark. I'm just here. This is all a joke.
This is
You're a joke. Your job's a joke.
I'm here to make fun of this.
That's right.
So please,
You-
can you serve me this garbage
Right,
hamburger?
right. Just let me know what shape it's going to be. You know, that's,
Circle, triangle,
that's right.
square.
I know
something
the
like that.
basic.
Why
I know
the
the basic ones. so.
Honestly, that's a really good point. You've got Wendy's square hamburgers,
Right.
McDonald's circle hamburgers. Why is no one making triangle hamburgers?
Well, it's because they
'Cause
don't
you-
have
'cause you're
triangle
missing-
buns. Yeah.
I'd say here's what I say: 2 triangles together. Now that's a square, but your same surface area. That way you're not jipping them.
You got that extra cut.
Yeah, there's a cut down the middle.
Nowhere for that flavor to hide. It's all
push 'em together,
compartmentalized. That's it.
But when you order it and you eat it, you can separate them out and
Yeah,
eat
but
the 2 halves.
yeah, but what if you can mix and match them, like have a half and half, like
Yeah.
a pizza, like the top
Now-
half's like a
now we're
buffalo
getting
burger,
somewhere.
bottom's an emu
now
burger.
we're getting
And then
somewhere.
you put that together.
Customized.
That's right. And then you got triangle pieces of cheese, so you can
Yeah.
have pepper jack and Colby.
Exactly.
You can mix them all up. It's all about now the bun, a top and a bottom.
Yeah.
You want the same top and bottom bun, or you want
I
something
want them
different?
baked in the triangle shape.
That's right. Bake them into triangle molds. That
Mhm.
we can. We gotta. This is an idea.
This is a good
TM,
idea.
TM. Yeah,
TM.
we're gonna hold on to that for a little bit. People love to customize.
Oh, they love it.
Yeah,
It's like it's stealing from all the best things of all the other fast food places.
it's literally
Burger
made up
King's.
of pieces. Yes,
It's got McDonald's is just kind of the general thing. When people say fast food,
the pieces of
That's the-
moo. Is that-
pieces of moo. Pieces of moo.
Well, we'll spell it M-U. It's an old like
Pieces of moo.
pre-Atlantean water society. Yeah, that's great. That's where we're going with this. It's going to be
I'll give it some more thought. Isosceles.
isosceles. Yeah, that'll be the different burgers will have the different triangles.
It's a all geometry.
Would you like to square that meal?
You want the square? You like a square?
Or cubed? Do you want to cube it?
This is writing itself. This is genius.
We are AI.
Next, we are. I think this is not helping the argument that I am real and that all of the memories and experiences that I feel like I have between when I get here and when I
Yes,
leave here
yes.
is even really happening. I feel like a lot of it is
We're doing it.
programs running and automating.
I'm telling you, I
all
got
of
an
a sudden-
implant in my ear right here. You can feel it. Anybody who wants to feel the implant, I'll let you feel it. It's back there.
God, that's a horrific
And
thought.
I'm
though.
just getting it. What, that's your AI.
that I only
Oh.
really truly exist to function with this.
Yeah.
And that all other experiences I'm having in
Or
life
just feeding
are
into this.
just like a fabrication
Yeah.
to give me like the generation of material
to exist
for
in
me to
mediocrity.
put
Yeah.
it- show that no one listens to, that the only people listening to it are the people that I imagine are my friends and family.
This is it. This
That
is the
that is
the
a
function of a
nightmarish
cruel of a gracious God.
This is a better horror movie idea than like some of the ones we've been
Yeah.
watching lately.
Yeah.
We're gearing up for another 2-headed horror episode.
Yeah,
soon.
yeah, we are getting ready for that.
But we've been miring in
Oh my
garbage,
God.
trying to get a good movie. Now
Yeah.
we did see, and we can cover this a little bit in 2-headed horror. But
Yeah.
I saw the TV Glow,
yes.
and I really liked it. But I
Mhm.
didn't feel like it was enough.
It's not a horror
horror.
movie. Yeah, no.
It's in the genre, but I don't think wouldn't be a movie I recommend to people who like horror.
Yeah.
I think it's more of a nostalgia kind of like
Right.
kick back to like the
Right.
Goosebumps and Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Yeah, exactly.
With a little bit of like identity, themes running through it.
Sure, that's like
Well, not a little bit, a lot bit.
Well, it's there,
The whole plot points.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah.
But then we watched this fucking terrible Trim season movie.
Oh my god.
Ugh!
What if only they had pulled the cinematography budget back just a little bit
God, well, yeah, that
and
was pretty
invested
good.
in a writer.
Clearly nobody was
somebody,
writing
yeah.
anything.
So Matt thinks that these people have never smoked weed before.
Yeah, that's my theory.
I think that they were high the whole time they were writing the movie.
Very, very likely as well.
Either way, it's a similar product, which is nonsense.
Like totally missing any mark. Well, I guess I'd say not even having a mark to hit.
No,
I feel like that was
no,
that
because
was
nothing
absent.
was. There's no. They set up the scene, like the scenery of like, okay, where are we going? What's our setting?
I think AI might have written that.
And that was it.
It seems like AI might have, but you know what? I think if almost the argument against AI having written that movie is that AI generally would come up with like an overall reason for the plot.
Yes,
and there was none.
Yeah, tight. Like everything to have a little bow on it there.
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean
no.
something.
Yeah, I
almost would recommend it just because it was so just completely empty of meaning by the end.
Yeah,
it's like,
it really there's nothing there. There's no substance to it whatsoever.
Awful.
Ugh. And
we can get into it on Two Headed Horror. We can do like a quick little brief segment
we'll
of
talk
it.
about
we got a couple on deck now that are promising.
Yeah, some things are finally coming out that we've been waiting for. So we're gonna take a look at them and see if we can do something about that.
Yeah.
For another Two Headed Horror. Speaking of Two Headed Horror, there's we have a new design in the Redbubble shop. So go on down there and check it out.
Yes, your horror. Yes.
And it's in there. It's the incredible Two Headed Horror with Matt and I's heads. On
is our heads on there?
Yeah, it's our heads on the two.
That's what we got. That's what we gotta have.
So
gotta have that.
It's good. We've got it all together. You can get it in a sticker, a button, a magnet, mouse pad. I think right now the design that I have up there is too small for it to be on a shirt or whatever. I can always upload that though.
That's fine.
But they're all there. I was going to try and get some to bring the VHS Fest, but they weren't going to be done in time. So
that's fine.
Whatever.
We can just nowadays, dude. We just tell people where to go. Tell them the website.
Check it out.
They order
look at it and
there.
don't buy it. Look at it, but don't buy it.
Just look at it.
That's right. Just give us
I
the
mean,
look.
no one's gonna care enough.
All we need are 9 more people on
We just
Facebook.
need
9
more
more people.
Man, do we have a Two Headed Horror dedicated one, or we're keeping just them merged with Kickstart?
Yeah, it'll be merged with Kickstart. Yeah,
so,
just the same as it used to be merged with Say Love Satan.
Two Headed Horror people.
Yeah.
If you are fans, or if you know them, let them know to just follow Kickstart page. So you can get more content.
They'll see it. Yeah, they'll know when it's going. Because otherwise, if we were going to do another Instagram for Two Headed Horror,
split it up.
Then it would be dead most of the time. So that's why I'd like having it in the feed. Helps to keep everything alive, and the internet likes that, I suppose.
It's not our primary thing, but it fits in as a secondary supplementary type of show.
Yeah, right, exactly right. It's a little feature. It's a little feature, and sometimes there's a feature from the feature.
Of the feature.
And that's.
I'm looking forward to more occult sideshow stuff. I'm actively looking for something that you can use.
I would like to chew on something else. That was a lot of fun, and
I wonder if should we go back? Should we look backwards a little bit?
Oh, we certainly can. There's plenty of things backwards.
Yeah, if there's a certain topic that you're interested in, we can maybe try to align a movie just to give you an excuse to talk about that stuff.
That's a thought.
We could go.
That's also a very difficult thing for me to pick because there's a lot of things. So
I got you.
I don't know. We have to take a poll or something like that because I wouldn't be able to make a decision about it. Yeah. But we'll figure it out one way or the other. But
we could even do the sideshow without having to do the main movie. Like if there's something like Hereditary, if you want to dig deep into that.
Yeah, but by this point, those movies, everybody's done that to death.
Okay. I see.
So if it would only be if
Cutting
we were covering
is the way to go.
Yeah, well, that would be nice. But also, it's more the idea of like if we're doing it in tandem to the episode because it's like I get the opportunity to talk about it a little bit more on the
Yeah,
side. But if
each
I
of
didn't have
them
to-
rely on each other.
yeah, because if it's just a little bit to talk about, which is most of the time,
Yeah.
no
5
point in
minute
doing all
video,
day.
people go, oh, who cares?
Yeah, well, and it's even 5 minutes sometimes. It's a bit of a stretch.
Well, it's too long for like an Instagram reel or like a TikTok,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
then it's also not, you can't condense it short enough and make it rewarding to
Yeah.
fit in that stupid content creation at this point has just become a cesspool.
I hate it.
It's
I hate it.
I think
hate it.
people
I
are
hate
getting
it so much.
exhausted.
Oh
I
my
can't
God.
wait for the
Yeah,
I cannot
no.
wait for the tide to turn
Please.
and come swinging all the way back. The pendulum will come all
Yep.
the way back to where we are
That's
now,
right.
where we
Everybody's-
started.
Everybody's coming back home, baby.
Whew.
Prodigal
the
son
tide
time.
come in.
You've been
Mm.
sleeping in that pig slop all day.
Yeah.
All day. You spent all the money. You gambled it. You gambled it. You bought weird robes and then you sold them at a poker game because you could have swore that you had a better hand than you did.
Man, all these
Yeah, no.
alcoholic freaking inbred people.
It's tough. But when they come back home, party time.
Yeah.
Celebrate. Get out the moonshine. Get out the shotgun for the moonshine, and you just have a great time. You say welcome back, and you have a party. You party it down, and
Life is short.
and that's when you return to us. Back,
God is angry.
back. That's exactly right. You remember the punishment that you deserve, and you tune in every Tuesday.
We are the
And,
Pope.
That's right.
And we're executing your time.
That's right. That's I'd like you to bare your neck now. It's
Brutally.
time. It's time for God's vengeance to come swinging down. That's it. Just hit you on the back of the head with a piece of spaghetti.
Mm.
God's hungry today.
Floppy.
Go make me some meatballs.
Wet and floppy.
That's
That's
right.
the way it is when
That's the
you
way.
get around us.
That's right. There you go.
Mm,
And oh man, and we're gonna be wet and floppy and sloppy and all kinds of things.
Oh, undoubtedly.
I'm ready. I'm ready for it. Got all kinds of drinks. Got the cooler. I'm
Oh, yeah,
ready.
yeah, for this weekend.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, I'm going full
Come
circle.
say hello to us.
Full
If you,
circle. That's right.
if you
That's right. If
haven't,
you hear this between now and then,
we'll be around.
God, I don't know what you're doing with your life. Maybe you're driving. Maybe you work. You know, we're always talking about how stupid these people are for listening to us.
Yeah.
I want to acknowledge that you idiots are doing good work out there.
Good job, dummy.
You're good job, dummy. Yeah, no, I know a lot of people listen to us while they're working and all that stuff.
Mhm.
I guess we are better than slowly losing your hearing to
Pick
the
up the pace.
machinery around. That's right. Get back to work.
I'm just gonna turn it into like the boss's monologue.
That's right. That's how we keep you company.
We're putting
with
you on
something
a
familiar.
performance plan.
Mhm. Yep, we're gonna make sure that everybody's paying attention to what you're doing today.
Mhm.
Spotlight's on you, baby. And let's put the
See me in my office
That's right. As soon as possible, please.
immediately.
Immediately. And let's do some weird news immediately. What do you say?
Immediately.
Let's do it
Now.
immediately. All right, everybody. Let's
Who's here?
we had two. Now we just have the doc.
So Juan is out this week. I'm
Yeah,
guessing
yeah.
'cause
Oh, yeah.
he's out of the country.
He's in a whole different time zone.
A
Whole different country.
new world.
Whole different one. He's
What's that fucking? What's the
dancing
fucking? My big
on
fat
the
Greek wedding
Grecian
songs. Are there songs on there?
shores.
Are there songs from that?
There's got to be songs.
There's
in
got
it.
to be a song.
There's got to be songs.
Mamma Mia.
All
does
those
that take
gay
place
people in that. Yeah, probably was Mamma Mia. I don't know.
Is Mamma Mia Greek? I don't know.
No, I don't think
Is
so.
that, or is she
Pierce
Italian?
Brosnan's in that.
Yeah. Is it Italian? Who this? Here's your evidence that we've never watched Mamma fucking Mia. We did
Nope.
watch. We did have to watch in our religion class My Big Fat Greek Wedding because religion is.
It was the ring.
Yeah.
It was all about the ring, the circle.
All about that circle.
All
Because
about it.
our teacher was pretty incompetent,
And yes, and
eccentric.
yeah, I wonder how much longer he lasted after he left.
I don't. I
Can't
bet you.
be-
I
can't
never
be
looked
long.
it up, but I'm really interested to
Can't
do
be
it now.
long. Can't be long. Can't be long. All right, let's get
Can't
this.
be
Let's get
long
this
now.
all squared away for everybody. I gotta get this guy there, and we gotta get this guy over there, and we're gonna do that one, and then this is gonna come over there, and that's gonna go there, and we're good to go. Okay. Oh yeah, well since it's just the dock, I'll show you the red bubble thing here. I think I have it on here. Maybe I don't. Did Deirdre put it? No, it's. Did you find him?
I'm looking for him, but I'm think I'm finding his family members.
They're also dead. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Well, it's quite possible. I mean, oh man, Deirdre put both of the links on there.
Where?
Deirdre's the best on our Instagram page in the bio.
Oh, nice.
Here it is. Here it is. Get down there. I guess I could have just shown it to you on the Instagram page, but you don't get to see it.
Yeah, there it is.
There you are.
Your face. And I'm just like, whoa. That looks too good.
There you go.
That's great.
That's our new design.
The incredible He
That's
sounds
it.
like he's slurring.
It does.
He's
It's
just
great.
drunk. Love it. I'm gonna get stickers of that and put it all over the place.
That's it.
Can't wait.
Good to go.
Sticking
right.
them up.
Let's get this weird news. Let's get this weird news rolling. Now, is everything the way it's supposed to be?
Rolling on.
We'll just leave it that way for. Okay, here we go. Maybe.
Help me, Jesus! Help me, Jewish God! Help me, Allah! Ah!
Weird news on the Kickstart with Matt.
Help me, Tom Cruise! Tom Cruise used the witchcraft on me to get the fire off me! Oh, help me, Oprah Winfrey! Ah!
A tarantula enjoys a fine chewing gum. A human torch is denied a bank loan. The arsonist has partnership.
And now with this week's weird news, here's Mitch.
Hey everybody, here we go. Weird news time. Get ready.
Yes.
Here we are.
It's your daily, or well, your weekly dose.
Yeah, it's your weekly dose. It's kind of like I guess like you don't get B12 shots that often. I don't think. I think you're supposed to get them
Cortisone shots, maybe.
like every other month, maybe once a month if you're real deficient. But I'll tell you what you're not supposed to do. What a man in India did, which was a man in India bit a snake back after it attacked him, resulting in the snake's death.
Damn.
The 30.
You think your bite's a bitch?
The 35-year-old railway worker Santosh Lohar was working in a forested region near the Nawanda in Bihar, India. Okay, when the incident occurred on Tuesday evening, when Lohar went to sleep, the reptile suddenly attacked him.
He went to sleep when he was working?
He was like, I'm going to take a nap over here in this
Just
snake
five.
pit.
It just looks so cuddly.
It's soft. They have a good thing going here. He reacted by rapidly seizing the snake and biting it back twice.
Damn.
Killing the creature.
That is fucking savage.
And
insane too.
It's fucking
You bite
crazy.
me, I'll bite you.
Well, so here's the reason why. In some parts of India, there's a superstition that biting a snake transfers the venom back to the reptile so you won't die from the bite.
Why are people believing this in 2024?
And why do most of our doctors come from India?
I'm hoping it's so that it's because they were
Yes.
dissatisfied with the level of
They're
medicine
like, we're
being
getting out
taught.
of this snake biting country.
Ugh, I can't take
Do you
this
guys bite
anymore.
snakes here?
No,
not unless
no.
you pay. Okay.
All right.
This is where I want to be then. Well, so in my village, there's a belief that if a snake bites you, and you must bite it back twice to neutralize the venom. After the bite, Lohar was rushed to the hospital. He was kept overnight, responded well to treatment. He had
He's
been
like, I'm
given.
still going to go to the hospital.
That's right,
though.
and he, of course, had been given anti-venom once he had arrived. He was discharged from hospital the next day.
I mean, so on the one hand, like, he could have just let the snake go about its business instead of savagely biting it like a dog.
Yeah,
like,
well,
that's crazy. This man is just living by the laws of nature.
Yeah, I mean, he's lucky that it didn't bite him more at that
The
point.
Pope's execution, sovereign nation is more civilized than the world this man lives in.
And that's the campaign. That's our campaign point right here. Is that the Pope is more humane in the guillotine treatment than this guy was to this snake.
India is way more fucked up than the
tell
Vatican.
you what. Let me tell you what. There's a whole reason why at least the Vatican has toilet paper. Hell, they got bidets there. They've got golden bidets at the Vatican.
I got a lot of thoughts, a
You
lot
know-
of opinions.
you know,
Gonna keep them all to myself.
We're going to keep them all those thoughts on the inside. On the inside, I'll tell you who found out there wasn't anybody on the inside. Phoenix police pulled over a car driving the wrong way down the road, only to discover it was a driverless vehicle.
Oh no! The robots have already started
Whoops.
taking over the
Yeah,
road.
Sorry about that. The GPS was a little bit off.
Put your hands
That's-
up! There's
that's-
nobody behind the wheel.
That's basically what happened. Body cam footage captured the officer approaching the Waymo car just after 11 a.m. on June 19th.
That's way more problems.
Way more problems than I was willing to deal with. And he said, there's no driver. Still, he went to the vehicle's driver window and said, "Hi." This prompted the car system to respond robotically, connecting to rider support.
This is like a Black Mirror episode.
That's fucking crazy. After connecting to the support rep, the officer said, "Hello, this is officer." Then he gave his name. He said, "Your car is here. It drove into oncoming traffic. It was driving down the road in an oncoming lane of traffic." Then the self-driving car went into. We already said that. He said, "Which is really bad." The officer exclaimed. A passerby then approached and pulled the pulled over vehicle and tells the officers, "I couldn't help but come over here just out of morbid curiosity. I thought maybe there was a passenger in there." The officer said, the construction here is going eastbound, westbound lanes, which is really bad this time of day. And I light it up, take it off the intersection. The officer laughed. He said that it was the strangest ticket he had ever tried to give out.
Now, my question is, did the car cooperate with him
Yes,
pulling it over?
it pulled over.
Wow, that's really interesting.
So it must have, I guess the sensors make it do that if for whatever reason that happens, which is good. Yeah.
This is mortifying to me.
It's-
On the
I
one
love it.
hand, I don't trust other people,
Right.
but on the other hand, like what kind of repercussions are going to happen with these driverless cars if there's an accident? If they
Yeah.
hit somebody, if they hit and kill somebody,
Mhm.
I'm sure that they wouldn't like continue on, but no one's there to help that person. How do they know that they've hit someone? Do they immediately call the police? Do they
Hopefully
turn
they
it? Do they
back
have
up.
like? Do they have like
They just throw it in
safety
reverse.
measures? They finish the job
That's right.
that they started.
That's right. Like a real car. All right.
But like,
This ain't no Christine we're talking about here.
it might as well be the devil.
Yeah, I
operating
mean,
it, though, if
it's certainly hungry
it's
for blood.
billionaires.
It's hungry for blood, but it knows how to get the job done. Yeah, it's going to go
But-
first shot.
But like, it would alert the authorities, I'm assuming. But then you get into like, do you sue the owner of the car, who was having it driverlessly, like running errands for him or her,
Mm-hmm.
or are you suing the company for the inadequate safety measures?
Yeah.
Also, could you imagine being killed by a robot car
Right.
just because like that's fucking nuts? That's like a random just drone, almost like a random drone falling from the sky because it's like lost power, hitting you in the head and killing you.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
This is
right.
these are the kinds of things we're gonna have to be like considering in our world. in
Yeah,
the
but
future.
I mean, we're watching out for comets. We've been watching out for
That's true.
cholesterol. Well, all kinds of things,
Yeah.
inside, outside. Everything's trying to kill us.
It's just-
Why not make more stuff?
Stop giving me more stuff to worry about.
Yeah.
I can't take any more.
There's
I'm
only-
already worried about everything.
That's right. There's only so many more things that I could shove
I
into my
can't
head.
occupy- At least tell me that it's. You can't ever convince me that it's a perfectly safe thing because
It's no. The only thing that I was curious about was if this is outfitted with those proximity sensors, because
Mhm.
all the ones
It
that I've
must
seen
be.
are, and I've seen those things stop on a fucking dime
Mm.
when they sent something up ahead.
yeah.
So, I mean, it's not impossible. I mean, if you're on a highway or whatever, probably not. But this was in a construction zone, they were saying, so it couldn't have been going very
This
fast.
is wild. Like,
But
and
still, a precedent.
so they probably are overall safer than actual people behind the wheel
Oh, yeah.
because those people don't have those
There's-
reaction times.
there's
They're
no
looking down at their phone.
Yeah, there's no ego involved with it
Yeah,
either. That
Also, it'll stop. It'll
Uh-huh.
try not to like agitate other people.
Yeah, it'll give you the right of way. It'll
Mhm.
get in line. It'll merge just fine.
Yep. Yeah, I'd be fine with it.
Yeah, always uses their blinker. It's all about but you just have to squeeze everything into those little cars. That's the only thing.
Right.
But they'll get bigger. You never know.
Well, people already do that.
That's true. They do. People squeeze things into all places, all kinds of places. A man is in custody. That's
I
exactly
see now
what it looks
what
like.
that is.
A man is in custody after reportedly breaking into several businesses in the far west side of Columbus,
Okay.
including
Ohio?
including a pet land where multiple animals were set loose early on Tuesday morning.
Man, he's animal rights activist.
He's going to town. According to Columbus police, officers arrived at the pet land store in Hillard Station at 3:45 this morning and found an open door. Many animals were roaming free. There were birds, there were dogs, there were rabbits, there were gerbils, there were ferrets, and officers were at the scene, were able to recover most of the animals except for a few gerbils, ferrets, and rabbits.
Oh. Little ones got loose.
So police said they were looking for a homeless man who also allegedly broke into a Roosters and a Famous Footwear.
Be free, shoes.
right,
be
that's right.
free. Back
At the-
into the
at the-
nature
at
where you belong.
At the Famous Footwear crime scene, blood was also found on some of the merchandise.
Blood. Oh
Yes.
my God.
So the man was later located about an hour later in the parking area of a Big Lots.
Oh man. Gotta let that furniture free.
Police say several gerbils were found unharmed
good.
inside of the man's pants.
When you got to the point with the blood at the shoe store, I got
Yes.
worried. And
No,
then I
it's-
thought, oh man, he probably ripped their heads off because he's nuts.
No,
no, they're
no.
fine.
they're fine. They were in his pants. So the man was treated for injuries
places
sustained
to
it while
be.
breaking into the businesses. So
it was
they
his
were
own
like-
blood.
They were like, we got to take
He
care of
broke
it.
the glass. He's
yeah.
like, shit, I'm bleeding
He's
now.
like,
It's like
"God damn
it's like when you stole the sign.
Yes.
You're bleeding all over the hotel.
There you go.
Oh man, that's great. What's the statute of limitations on that?
It's 5 years.
Now we gotta wait for a
That's
while.
right.
Can't tell the whole story yet.
That's right. So the man was always said so he has sustained injuries from breaking into the businesses. So
That's silliness though, and it's all homelessness. Like I was going to critique the incentive and the motivation to free the animals from their, but those animals are being taken care of better than if they were just out in the wild. They're at least being fed routinely, and they also probably don't. They're not equipped to be out in the wild like
right
at that time.
no yeah, because you can't release regardless of whether they're wild animals, you can't release them into the wild once you've taken care of
You
them.
get-
from my
not
understanding,
by
without
the highway.
rehabilitating them. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly right.
Not
yeah.
just like,
yeah, it's
here
not
you
a
go,
dump and go.
Back
yeah,
to
like,
your natural
get the
asphalt
fuck out.
habitat.
Yeah, exactly right. See you later. Have fun.
This looks familiar to you, doesn't it?
Make sure you get lots of cover underneath of the shopping cart caddies out there in the parking lot. Well, I'll tell you who's going to be out there in the parking lot somewhere. A man awaiting trial on aggravated murder charges.
Aggravated murder.
Was mistakenly released from county jail
Oh.
in Ohio
They-
due to a clerical error.
They always do the best job at the authority
This is great.
locations.
This came across after I put this on the Weird News. This ended up coming across my news app with my local news. So they even.
I mean,
picked
it's
up the
good
story.
that they know he's missing
Yeah,
because now they're after him again.
because he is still missing.
He's still
A warrant
and he's
was
aggravated.
A warrant was issued Tuesday for Amarion Sanders, 22 of Cleveland, who was being held in the Cuyahoga County Jail on $1 million bail.
Ooh.
Okay. He was mistakenly released on Monday after charges were dismissed against a man in an unrelated case.
Oh, you're free. Go ahead. How did he feel? I would love to know how he was just like, fuck. All right. Sweet. Damn. I'm
And
really.
the defendant's court case number was somehow entered incorrectly.
Clerical errors.
And he's
we
like,
truly-
all right, my moron, you're out of here.
We truly are living in the world of that movie Brazil.
It's incredible. It's incredible.
Just let the paperwork be wrong.
It's just people jumping out with wings all over
Don't
the
worry
place.
about it.
Don't worry about what it means. Sanders trial was due on August 19th. He was charged with aggravated murder in connection with a September 2023 shooting in Cleveland and has maintained his innocence, of course.
Shit.
His attorney, of course, did not respond for any comments. Numerous county, state, and federal law enforcement agencies, including the United States Marshal Service,
Oh, yeah, Tommy Lee Jones.
are now involved
Get him out there.
in a hunt for Sanders. So there you go. He's out there, folks, running free, and for a little bit anyway.
Yeah.
We'll s-
Eventually they'll catch him.
They'll get him eventually. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's not gonna get too far.
Not with the way we have the systems in place. However,
No.
keeping him where he needs to be, that's a whole different story.
Yeah, exactly right. Once you have them, you got to keep them. That's the most
Mhm.
important part of prison.
I'm going to tell you, I don't know if I told this story before. I'm a criminal justice. I have a criminal justice degree.
Mm-hmm.
And back when I was in college, one of my classes, it was like a women in crime class.
Yeah.
And the professor brought in this woman who had experience being in the prison system.
Oh, yeah.
And she didn't give any details. The lady didn't say her name, didn't give it details as to where she was or what the crime was.
Right.
However, the story was that she spent some time in in that facility, and like her experiences there. You
Mhm.
know, that she was just talking about how it was, and she's, you know, her life is different now.
Sure.
And I'm like, okay, well, now I want to know who the fuck this is.
There you
So
go.
I spent all night the next night searching all the different possible things that could have lined up with the story and the types of crimes.
Mhm.
And I came across like a picture in the beginning where I was like, that's not her. That can't be her. It looks totally different.
Right.
But the more, that was like one of the first things I came across, the more I kept looking and digging, the more that first story started to line up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it turns out that lady had she thought her kids were like the devil, and she drowned them all in a bathtub.
There you go.
And she got so she didn't say really what happened, but she, like, I found out that basically, like, she went in as not guilty by reason of insanity. That was her plea.
Mm-hmm.
And she was supposed to get a sentencing that was consistent with like a medical, like mental institution,
Mm-hmm.
like sentencing.
I see.
But they fucked up how they wrote the charges up or how they did the sentencing up. So she ended up only being there briefly, and she didn't have to serve. This woman killed her kids
Yeah.
because she's nuts. And she's in my classroom
There you
telling me
go.
a story about her experiences. I was like, that is fucking crazy.
There you go.
That I have certain opinions about people who do shit like that. I don't care if they're under like mental duress. Woo! Let 'em go! So, not
Yep.
that you needed my anecdotal story to
There you
convince you,
go.
but there's all kinds of fuck ups because we're dealing with, you know, a convoluted system run by fallible people.
That's only getting worse.
It's only getting more difficult.
Let's keep getting more
Oh,
difficult.
here we
with it.
go.
Here we are.
Here we go.
An online gaming dispute made its way to the real world when a New Jersey man flew to Florida to attack another player with a hammer.
Holy shit! Now I'm just gonna say I have felt like doing this.
Yeah, I'm sure this is this is.
You son of a bitch!
Yeah. Well,
Damn, this is crazy.
this
Okay.
is it's finally
Whew,
happened.
talk
So
about holding a fucking grudge.
yeah, he definitely he
Damn.
pushed the button. So Edward Kang,
He
20.
teabagged him way
Yeah,
too much.
one too many times.
Mm.
Edward Kang, 20, is charged with attempted second-degree murder and armed burglary with a mask, according to Nassau County records. I just want to let you know, this is a weird one, said the county sheriff, Bill Leeper.
Good job, Leaper.
I'm just leaping on this one before you guys get all
Take a
carried
leap
away.
of faith on
Listen,
this.
is what's
Don't
weird.
jump to any conclusions
That's right.
here.
The leap is here. The leaper is here. Don't jump to any conclusions.
Leave the jumping to me.
That's right. That's why I have the other badge. See how this one looks different than all theirs? It's because I get the leap. You stay. You
I got
walk
the most
slowly.
height. You
That's
walk
right.
slowly. You stay on the ground.
So some of these things you just can't make up. Kang and the victim, another young man around the same age, had never met in real life, but they both played, was it Arch-Age?
Okay.
ARCHEAGE, a medieval fantasy, massively multiplayer online
Okay.
role-playing game.
Arcage, maybe. I'm not familiar with this
whatever.
game.
Yeah, it's two A's are capitalized, so
Hmm.
it's the age is definitely there. But the game's publisher announced in April that it would be shutting down servers in Europe and North America on the 27th of June,
Oh,
citing a declining number of players.
Oh, not
So
this guy.
Kang flew from from Newark, New Jersey to Jacksonville, Florida last Thursday after telling his mother he was, quote, going to visit a friend he had met while playing video games. Officials say that don't say how Kang learned where the victim lived, but upon arriving, Kang took an Uber to a hotel about 35 miles north of Jacksonville, bought a hammer at a local department store. He went to the victim's beach home, which was unlocked around 2 a.m. on Sunday,
Oh.
and the victim was walking out of his bedroom when he was confronted by Kang. This is fucking like a Cape Fear.
This is nuts,
yeah.
dude. Holy shit. Can you imagine just like winning at a video game and then all of a sudden,
Yep.
some like weeks later,
It's like time for round 2. Yeah. So
God,
Kang approached him and hit him on the head with a hammer.
holy
The
shit.
two struggled as the victim called for help. His stepfather responded and helped to restrain Kang until the police
Oh
arrived.
man, that's a good stepdad.
So the victim said, I'm sure he let it. He stood there for a couple minutes. He's like, "You sure, son?"
That's a really weird porn. the
He's
beginning of a-
He's been weird. He's been
Step-
rude to me his whole life. You know. So my
Stepdad, I
that's
need
right.
your help. I'm getting murdered.
I'm getting hammered in the head.
I'm getting hammered real hard.
Yeah. So the victim suffered several head wounds, but they were not considered life threatening. He received staples at the hospital. Once in custody, Kang told investigators that the victim is a quote bad person online.
Yeah, man. That's
Uh-huh.
let's double down.
Yeah. He also asked
Call it
deputies,
justice.
yes, how much jail time people get for breaking and entering and for assault. He said, "I would say, Mr. Kang, it's going to be a long time before you play video games again."
Mm.
So there you go.
That is just plain nuts.
And
I love it. Bill Leaper.
he's
there's
leaping.
His
He's like, listen, don't nobody's taking any leaps of faith around here. My name's all over this fucking room.
it's adorned all over
It's
the walls.
everywhere.
It's great.
It's custom made wallpaper. I had this
It's-
created,
I want that on my wall.
whole room. That's right, my name, and it's got a copy of that weird badge that I have right there in the middle. I like it. I like because it has a little. It's metal, but it also has a
It's
little
shaped
bit of
like
color.
a frog.
That's right. It's got that frog shape. I want the frog. It helps me to remember that I can, whatever the problem is, God damn it, Leaper, you can get over it.
Surmount it.
All you have to do is trust in yourself. Okay.
Trust in these legs.
Now go talk about this strange New Jersey boy who bought our hammer and destroyed one of our people's fine establishments. Why did they leave the door unlocked? I guess there's a lot of guns in Florida, so they figure, well,
Yeah,
those
taking
people-
chances down there.
Yeah, that's
Isn't
right.
that crazy though? That you think? Well, I assume that some people get away with just like randomly rolling up somewhere, committing a crime, just like dropping the if
yeah.
like a person could just go in there, beat the hell out of somebody, drop a
Mhm.
hammer, leave, and then never be found out.
Yeah, if
you
they
know?
do it right. I mean, they were just over the.
I'm wondering what-
there was like fireworks that were shut down somewhere semi-locally to us
Oh,
because there was like a murder,
oh,
and at the same time while the fireworks were going off,
Oh,
and
damn.
they tracked these people near the like where people were all together watching the fireworks, so that they could throw the guns in the river.
oh.
Yeah, so they're like, all right, everybody's got to lock down now and get
Damn.
the fuck out of here.
Well,
Yeah,
the
so-
fireworks are the opportunity for
It's-
people to commit gun violence.
Well, that's it. It's all about timing it just right. You just have to remember that light travels faster than sound.
Right.
So you see it,
And
2,
then
3, 4, kabam. That's right. And then people over there, they're like, wow, the ricochet it must be bouncing off the buildings or something like that. Crazy stuff. It's
just insane.
it's an insane, it's a wild world.
I just wonder what kind of evidence they got to connect him to that crime.
Well,
must have been something
he
that
was
wasn't-
in the home. They restrained him until the cops got
Oh,
there.
right.
Yeah, yeah.
I forgot. He was taken in. He was arrested then.
Yeah,
because
at
he
that
fucked
point.
up. He didn't.
Yup.
He didn't like. Unless I don't know if he was trying to kill the guy. I mean, he certainly with a
I
hammer.
don't know.
That's going to be the
that
result.
that was the end. He wasn't going to get to kill him in the game anymore, so he had to make it final. He had to. He had.
I have to put a period. I have to
had
punctuate this.
Absolutely right. You can't leave a comma on the end of this thing. They need that period. They need the period to end this
Jesus.
whole gaming thing.
Man,
And we're going to end this whole goddamn
that's
thing.
yep.
gonna
We're
end
taking a hammer to
it.
your head.
We're taking a hammer to the head.
Good night.
All of us. Yeah, we're all going to do it in unison. 3, 2, 1. You know, and we'll see you next time on another episode of the Kickstart with Matt.
And Matt,
If you see us at VHS Fest, say hello to us. We're going to have the
tell us
recorder.
about how much it sucks.
We're going to have the microphones. It's going to
our
be
show. That is how much it sucks.
Yes, that's exactly right. Because don't you say a goddamn thing about our chairs because they're going to be fabulous.
They're going to be wonderful.
I've
Only
got-
compliments
I've
I
got
want to hear.
fans. I've got lights. I've got all kinds of shit that I don't need. Oh my God, I've got radios and all kinds of shit. It's going to be great. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to endure these very uncomfortable conditions.
Oh, it's gonna
I
be the best.
love it. It tests the mirth.
I'm going to be so full of hot dogs. When we go
Oh
there.
my God. You'll be a hot dog at a certain point because eventually
absolutely.
you've chewed them up enough and now you are the tube of meat.
I am certainly a tube of meat,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not good for you.
Congratulations.
I'm not good for
All
you.
right. Well, we got somebody else hopped on here. I'm not sure who you are, but thanks for joining us at the end.
Hello there.
It's going to be good. We're going to have a good time. VHS Fest.
Yeah,
I'm
we'll have
ready.
lots of content to talk about next week.
We're going to have lots of content.
And
We're
we
gonna
may even have-
content to share.
Yeah, we may even have some.
Should be
Well,
good.
we certainly will have some.
Yeah.
Some stuff to play for you
Mhm,
guys.
mhm. That'll be good. We'll see what we do. But all right. Well,
we'll see you all there.
that's right. We'll see you all there. See you there. See you later. What's it? Let's see. See you later. That's it. We love you. Goodbye.
For our deaf listeners.
That's not even that.